Sudan, a land of rich history and resilient people. Sudan is a country whose name is derived from the Arabic phrase Bilad al-Sudan, meaning land of the black people. Covering over 2,500 square kilometers, it is the largest country in Africa and the biggest land among Islamic nations. Globally, it ranks as the 9th largest country, spanning an area equivalent to 1/4 of Europe and home to approximately 39 million people. Sudan is bordered by Egypt and Libya to the north, Chad and the Central African Republic to the west, South Sudan to the south, and Ethiopia and Eritrea to the east. The Red Sea separates it from Saudi Arabia. Khartoum is the capital of this vast land. The official languages are Arabic and English, and its legal system is based on Islamic Sharia law. The Sudanese conduct their financial transactions using the Sudanese dinar. Islam is the dominant religion, with 97% of the population identifying as Muslim, while the remaining 3% consists of animists, Christians, and Copts. The country's demographic makeup is highly complex, with 10 major ethnic groups identified. Sudan is among the world's poorest nations. 47% of its population experiences severe poverty, and nearly 80% of its people engage in agriculture and livestock farming, mostly using traditional methods. Sudan's active industries primarily focus on processing and converting agricultural products. The people of Sudan endured 60 years of joint occupation by Egypt and Britain, facing immense hardship and numerous conspiracies aimed at dividing the nation. However, after the occupation, Sudanese people resisted through both peaceful and violent protests, demanding an end to foreign rule. Determined and resilient, they chanted the slogan, "Sudan for Sudanese," to push back against Egyptian and British schemes. International isolation has significantly harmed Sudan's economy, but in recent years, the government has sought to develop its oil sector by adopting foreign models. According to the 2013 Global Hunger Index, Sudan ranked 5th in hunger severity. Life expectancy in the country ranges from 49 to 55 years for men and 57 to 66 years for women. Sudan's birth rate stands at 36 to 48 per 1,000 people, with a death rate of 9.59 per 1,000 and a migration rate of 0.24%. Currently, out of every 100 boys, 6.6 die before the age of 4 due to various diseases, while the rate for girls is 6.4 per 100. Sudanese women also experience high fertility rates, with an average of 5.1 pregnancies per woman. Bloody wars with neighboring countries and internal conflicts have slowed the advancement of healthcare and infrastructure, affecting the population deeply. The spread of HIV/AIDS in Sudan is evident, similar to many African countries. Since 1992, around 23,000 Sudanese people have died from the disease, and nearly 400,000 are suspected of being infected. Internal conflicts, long-standing political instability, harsh climatic conditions, the low value of locally produced goods in global markets, and poor economic policies have all contributed to widespread poverty and hardship. Unemployment is a common struggle for the Sudanese people, and after the secession of South Sudan, which took away much of the country's oil and forest resources, inflation has skyrocketed. South Sudan now controls 75% of the region's oil reserves. Challenges for women. According to Human Rights Watch, Sudan's government has imposed oppressive restrictions and inhumane laws regarding women's personal lives, behavior, and attire in public spaces, making life even harder for them. Women who violate Article 152, which criminalizes indecency, face arrest and punishment of 40 lashes. Under this law, if a woman appears in public wearing clothing that does not cover her knees, she is deemed to have defied public morality and faces flogging. Many so-called moral offenses in Sudanese law pertain to women's interactions with men, their choice of clothing, smoking, and other behaviors that authorities consider improper. Silent victims. Around 800,000 children in Sudan suffer from severe malnutrition, not in war-torn regions, but in the eastern part of the country, which has been free from conflict in recent decades. This suggests that malnutrition is not merely a consequence of war, but rather a result of insufficient investment in public services. A harsh yet crucial reality. Another tragic fact is that out of the 58 million children worldwide who lack access to education, 2 million live in Sudan. Sudan has 2 universities, Cairo University with 4 faculties and 2,000 students, and the University of Khartoum with 9 faculties and 4,800 students, 494 of whom are female. War has not spared Sudanese children. Many boys, some as young as 13, are kidnapped by armed groups. Among these abducted children, approximately 12,000 have been forced into military service across South Sudan. Friends, Sudan is a country with a rich history, a beautiful culture, and resilient people facing immense challenges. Awareness is the first step toward change. If you found this video informative, share it with your friends so that more people can hear Sudan's voice. Subscribe to stay informed about the world and its realities. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Until next time, goodbye.